Double Tap, a fan favorite perk, something that we haven't seen in Call of Duty Zombies since Black Ops 3, while in Black Ops 4 and Cold War it's hidden behind the pack-a-punching system. Yet Treyarch has improved with how it worked in the mess that Black Ops 4 was, but it's still something that feels like it's missing from the classic Zombies game mode. So a few days ago, unintentionally, I asked my subscribers on my community tab on which perk you think will be next in line after the recently announced Tombstone perk that is going to be releasing with Firebase Z. The choice was between Mule Kick, PhD Flopper, and Double Tap. All three of these perks, including Tombstone, have been leaked for quite some time, which led me to believe that they will be releasing in the coming months. To my surprise, a large amount of people voted for Double Tap. It was very interesting that such a large amount of players want it back, even though it won't work the same anymore. See, as I mentioned before, Double Tap is already in the game, but it's put behind both a pack-a-punching system and different rarities of the weapons in Cold War Zombies. So the perk that we are going to be getting in a few months, according to the leaks, won't be the same, won't be the classic version that we all grew to love. Now Double Tap has two different versions, Double Tap 1.0 and Double Tap 1.2. Double Tap 1.0 simply increases the fire rate of the gun that you are using. It made it slightly deal more damage as you were firing bullets faster than the actual normal version of the weapon, while Double Tap 2.0 would, instead of shooting one bullet, would shoot two. By doing this, it would heavily increase the amount of damage that the perk did. The first version of it wasn't really used on every single weapon as it was a waste of ammunition, but it was very effective with slow shooting weapons like the ray gun, and when Double Tap 2.0 released, it was a must in every game that you played. So when Treyarch decided to get rid of the option to have this in every weapon simultaneously and swap it to a system that continuously made you pack a punch and waste a ridiculous amount of points, myself and many other people weren't very happy. So when Cold War was the topic of releasing, fans were looking for two things: Juggernog to return and Double Tap. Unfortunately, Treyarch decided to opt for the same system that it had in Black Ops 4 with Double Tap, but for some odd reason it feels better in Cold War. I feel like it's because of the combination of the different point system that's in the game, the weapon rarity, and pack-a-punching itself, and there's only 3 stages that you can really go up to. Now I want to talk about Double Tap that we are rumored to be getting in Black Ops Cold War in one of the upcoming DLC maps, and see how it would work. What upgrade would it have? Would it be the same? Would it be possibly in any way resembling at least the first version or the second version of perk itself? And when would it even release? When would be the correct time to release it with the rumored maps that we're going to be getting? Now I want you to know that there are no actual upgrades leaked as of now, which is the 23rd of January, and this is all kind of speculations. This is all fan made. This is just a little conversation to have the way it could possibly work, so do not take everything that I say literally. Before we fully get into it, be sure to subscribe, be sure to like the video. We're so close to 12,000 subscribers, which is insane. Thank you all so much, and a like is always appreciated. But without further ado, let's get into the actual video. I won't go into anything really deep, but I just want to first mention the new perk Tombstone has different stages in it. The perk itself is called Tombstone, but when it starts off as a base and with the first 2 upgrades, it feels a lot like Who's Who. If you don't know what Who's Who is, it's essentially a perk that was in Die Rise, and you could basically kind of return to your body. It was a bit complicated, but involved reviving yourself, and it made sense that was implemented into Tombstone. But it feels weird that the perk is called Tombstone, but it doesn't really become Tombstone itself until you really level it up till stage 3. So that's what my curiosity is. Would Double Tap be a totally different perk? Because I looked back at previous perks that we had and the ones that we had even in Black Ops 4, and there's only one perk that I feel like could be a possible upgrade, and with the help of my friend we kind of came up with some stages, but there's so much that you can really do with the Double Tap perk. There's nothing out of the ordinary that you could implement it to, because I feel like already the perks that are in the game have stolen some possibilities that could have been added, like the Elemental Pop perk could have been hugely implemented into Double Tap, because Double Tap, as I said, is already in the game, so it won't exactly be the same in my opinion. But without further ado, let's get into some of the stages. So the first stage, in my opinion, would be a bit of Bandolier Bandit from Black Ops 4. If you do not know what that perk did, it basically increased the amount of ammunition that you carried, and in my opinion this could be a combination of 2 things: Vulture Raid and Bandolier perk itself. Because if you do not know, the perk Vulture Raid that was on the map Buried, it made zombies drop ammunition. And we already have this system in zombies where zombies do drop, let's say, grenades, flashbangs, stim shots, self-reses, salvage. But with this perk, they could also drop ammunition. And on top of all of this, you could have an increased amount of ammo that you can carry, which would be a huge thing because there are some weapons that you do have to go up to the ammo box and buy ammunition a lot. So with the increase of, let's say, ammo by 30% and zombies also dropping the ammunition, this will be a nice combo of both Bandolier Bandit and Vulture Raid, which Vulture Raid is actually a fan favorite perk, but I feel like you could split that perk up and include it in different ones, as I'll get into different videos. With PhD Flopper and Mule Kick, you could really kind of implement Vulture Raid into that one, but that's time for a different video. For stage 2, in my opinion, double tap could be increased fire rate by 25%. This would be like double tap 1.0, even though I do believe that pack-a-punching does increase the fire rate, but what would it really hurt if it increased the fire rate by 25% or even lesser than that? It could also be a slight bit of a bad thing, as you would be slightly too overpowered, but there's only so much that I could have really fully thought of what you could implement into double tap to at least make it still feel like its classic version. And then on to stage 3, it would increase the damage by also 25%. Now this could be easily swapped out to increase damage on the elites, but that also I do believe is a specific thing that is on the perk Deadshot Daiquiri. But let's say this could be specific for the elites, as I've mentioned, because if you do not know, some of the elites in the game are slightly not very easy to kill. Obviously the elite in Die Maschine takes a while to actually fully get through and murder him. Jesus, that sounded a bit dark, but killing him fully, and with the addition of double tap, it could have some effect on the elites and would make the perk kind of more reasonable to get, with the addition of increased ammo that you could carry, and on top of all of that, you would be able to deal more damage. But I didn't talk about the base perk. What could the base perk without the upgrades be like? Honestly, I have no idea. I really don't know what the base version of the perk could work like, because with Tombstone and every single one, there is at least that default version of the perk. And I want to leave this part for you guys. If you're watching this far in the video, comment down below what you think the perk as a base itself could work like, and also comment down below the upgrades you think could work. I want to see the other speculations and other visions that people have, as I'm just one person and I got help from my friend, so there's just 2 of us. There are thousands of people out there, and I'm not saying this video will get thousands of views, but you definitely have your own opinions out there, and I really want to see them down in the comments and see the possibilities that could come out of this perk, because there's so much that could happen with this. There's so much that they could implement that's new into double tap, but it's called double tap, and I wanted to at least make it feel like its classic self. I really do like the addition of Vulture Raid and Bandolier into this kind of upgrade system. I think it's pretty cool to combine some perks like we've seen with Who's Who and Tombstone. And I want to talk really quick, as I mentioned, when will this perk release? I think this will be coming at least in the 3rd map, because from the recent rumors, it is said that we are going to be getting maps every single season from the leaked rumors and speculations that are around. So this would give enough time to basically release a perk every 2nd map, as we did get Die Maschine. I guess we are getting another perk in DLC 1. DLC 2 could skip the perk, and then DLC 3 can implement the perk. DLC 4 can skip the perk, and DLC 5 can implement the perk, and maybe DLC 6, if there is ever any DLC 6, because there is going to be 6 seasons, could also implement the perk. I'm not 100% sure if this would work correctly. It also depends on the map. In any kind of way, I feel like it should make sense in some way. But that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to be making a video like this on every single one of the perks. I know that a few people have made videos like this, but I just kind of wanted to voice my opinion, and I really want to see your opinion as well. But without further ado, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe, like, and comment, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.